Hi Libras, welcome to your weekly reading. This reading is for the week of January 28th to February 3rd. That's Monday to Sunday. As you know, the energies they're timeless, so they can start coming in before the week, after the week, or years later. All right, so let's jump in. What I'm getting, Libra, thank you so much for looking, is that I feel that right now you're at a time where you have been waiting for an answer. I feel that you've been in a place of indecision for quite some time about something major in your life. I'm going to be honest, I'm getting that this is a love relationship. However, use your own intuition, because there may be quite a few people who are tuning into this reading and it will touch their lives in different ways. But there's a connection, as general as I can get, there's a connection that you are wondering about, you're indecisive about. I feel that you've reached out to the people close to you, the people closest to you, and I feel that you were very careful. Let's take a look. I feel that you were very careful. You reached out to the people closest to you for help with making this decision, but I feel that you were very careful of making this questioning known or public. So I can imagine if you're in a marriage or a significant relationship, or even at a job that people know that you're in, I think that maybe, of course, you would like to stay discreet with your questioning as to whether or not you should continue to be in that connection. And that's perfectly within your right, okay? I definitely see that you're trying to be as careful as you can not to make it known that you were having these second thoughts. I feel that you were spiritually waiting, and which I love to see, because that means that you acknowledge that getting advice for life doesn't just come from the people in our lives. It comes from within, it comes from spirit, it can come from the wind, the billboard on a bus, whatnot, whatever resonates with you. And I see that you were really looking to find the key to what to do next. Now, this might annoy you, or maybe not, but I feel that the answer totally came to you. You were waiting for it. That's you waiting for the inspiration to strike. And the answer to your question is, yes, Spirit is saying that's right, I'm hearing them. The answer to your question came, but you missed it. You missed it. Now, when they say you missed it, I'm like, what does that mean? It could be something as simple as telling you, hey, this is the right person for you, which, to be honest, is what I'm feeling. This is the right person. This is the right connection. And you probably were just not in a space to receive it. So let me put that back. That's my reminder to read both sides. So you were not in a space to receive it. So perhaps maybe this reading can be of help to you. Once again, here you are, taking a look at your life, taking a look at the way things are, and you're missing the inspiration or the answer that has come to you. But Spirit says, fear not, you're amazing, you're awesome, and that's what they do. They're in the business of helping deliver messages. You're going to receive another message, and they're saying that they will keep telling you the answer to this for as many times as you need. Thank God, because sometimes we just need more and more answers. So take a look at this person. This person is like, why? Tell me. And then right there in the middle is the inspiration. The cups are the answers. So something tells me it's the same answer that is just going to show up to you in different forms. Okay, that's Spirit coming right through, if you heard my voice change a little. It's the same answer that's going to come through for you in different forms. And the answer is, yes, this is the one for you. Stay the course. Actually, let me write that down very quickly. Just give me a sec. Okay, great. So they're saying to stay the course, just keep going. Let's take a closer look at this situation. I feel what I'm seeing here is that you are at a time where you're just kind of exhausted. Some of you may have just had children, some of you have been in relationships, some of you, it's work related. But what I'm seeing here is that you remember a time when all you had to do was show up and show some love. Hi, I'm here, show some love. And now, today, you're this beautiful grown person But you know what that means? That means you've got grown-up problems and grown-up issues and things to consider. Look at all of these obligations. You can no longer just show up and be the carefree person that you used to be, because now you've got responsibilities. And so, honestly, I think that is largely where a lot of your, I feel the words insecurities wanting to come. A lot of your insecurities are coming from just needing to consider more. You're just not as free as you used to be. Okay, and that's understandable. But what I'm seeing here is that what I'm seeing here, I want to make sure give me 1 second, okay? All right, anyway. So what I'm seeing here is that you may be harboring these feelings of whether or not to walk away from this commitment that you have, whether this commitment is relationship-wise or career-wise or familial-wise, I guess. And I think that you are, again, going to be receiving as many answers as you can to help you with that decision. What I'm seeing here is that Spirit has given you the answer and you haven't received it. But it looks like this has to do with a soulmate connection, and may even be a lover's connection. And what Spirit is saying is to keep going, okay? Put in the hard work. I also feel that they have a few messages for you as to how to go forward with that. They're also showing you, sorry, I'm receiving while I'm talking. It's also showing here that your life has yet to be written, okay? Your life has yet to be written, and you're right to believe that you have more restrictions now, because whatever moves you do make affect your dependents, you know, whether it's children or your job or your home life or just whatnot. But all is not lost, they're saying, so you're keeping yourself in the dark a bit. So I feel like as I'm reading this, that this is an issue of perspective that's going on. So let's go ahead and take a look at what Spirit has by way of advice. So they're saying to make up your mind about what you'd like to do. And obviously, that's where the trouble is coming. You will be able to make up your mind once you receive and you acknowledge the answer that's coming. And in case you're wondering, the answer is to keep committed. Okay, so let's continue. That's the answer. All right, now they're saying how to do that is to reach out to each other. I think part of this has to do with you accepting who the other person is. I mean, none of us is perfect, right? And I know sometimes we find ourselves in situations where we're having a hard time. It may seem like responsibilities are unequal. It may seem like other people are having a better time than you and whatnot. But, you know, you just have to reach out and accept. I'm also seeing as well that you, my dear Libra, need to get out of the house, so to speak. And it's not even out of the house, but get out of your world a little bit. Now, what does that mean? You know how sometimes you have that family member who gets very stressed out. They're like, why do you leave dishes in the sink? Why do you do this? Why do you do that? Everything in the home space can throw them off and makes them upset. And sometimes that's because they're just neat people and whatnot, but sometimes it's because they got nothing going on. Not saying it like that, but all they have going on is the house. It's like if they went outside and got involved in volunteer activities or started doing a bowling club with their friends, knitting club, book club, or just anything, going to cafes in the morning, reading, whatever it is. If they broaden their horizons, these little things would not bother them as much. And that's what I'm getting here for you. Spirit is saying to expand your horizon. If you're looking for something from your mate by way of fulfillment, you shouldn't be looking there. We have our boyfriends, girlfriends, husbands, wives, but the truth is you can't expect your boyfriend, for example, or your husband to be your best friend, to be your gym partner, to be your cheerleader, to be your cook. You can't get everything from that one person, because you're setting yourself up for failure and you're setting the relationship up for failure. So they're saying the best way, one of the best ways to even out your perspective, this is a perspective issue in your case, I really don't see anyone doing anything to you, by the way. You know, I'd let you guys know right away if I saw even a little bit of that. I see none of that. This is all you in your mind and perspective. So to shift your perspective, they're saying to broaden your social circle. Do new things, even if it's just to go flower viewing or something. Put more activities into your life so that you, I hate to say it, but this is what wants to come out, so that you stop making your mate or your job or whatever it is your punching bag, so to speak. They're also saying that, yes, they acknowledge that you are a little bit more sensitive, right? Probably more sensitive than those around you or the average person, but they're saying to see your sensitivity as a gift. Be sensitive, but understand that you are more sensitive, and when you tend to be more sensitive, then that means that you may be not overreacting, but you may be a little bit more affected by things that happen and may run the risk of losing perspective a little bit more than other people. So they're saying to keep yourself balanced, okay? They're also saying here to show love. So this shows me that you've been a little cut off from somebody. Maybe you're withholding, and trust me, I understand. Sometimes you're just so caught up in indecision. When we're in indecision, we see enemies everywhere. Trust me, I know that. I wrote the book, okay? We see enemies everywhere. And what happens is we tend to shut off our heart space from those that we love, and meanwhile they're left wondering, what happened? What did I do? Okay, I'm seeing right here, actually these two cards are popping up together right here. If you extend your love to this person that you're concerned about, and that or this job or whatever it is that's relating to your indecision, I feel that you will release them. So right now you're in a negative cycle, and for whatever reason I'm seeing that it is affecting the person that you're with or the job that you're with. It's kind of holding them down in a sense, and I don't even know what to say, but just holding them back, holding them down. Now, if you raise your mood by change your perspective and just open up to life, live your life, open up your life, for yourself. That's the only word I can say, and extend the love. What's going to happen is you're going to release them in a great way. So you're going to unpin their hands. Look at them. Their hands are unpinned, and then they can hug you more, right? Then they can lend you more of a hand around the house, and they can do this and they can do that. They can feel safe to come to you, because we may not realize it, but sometimes if we get prickly, others, our close buddies and friends and family, they pick up on that and they stay away from us. All right, so just be mindful of that. All right, so wow, yours was quick. Let's hit a summary. So Libra, if I were your loving doctor, I would say that what I'm seeing is that you're in need of a perspective shift. You have been going through a phase of indecision that's been brought on by stress-related indecision. And sometimes when we're stressed and we're in a space of indecision, we get crazy and we want to throw out everything, throw out the baby with the bathwater, this and that. I know that you've been waiting for a sign, and based on the cards, it looks like you missed the sign, or the signs that have been sent towards you for your answer. So let me give you the answer now. Spirit is saying, stay with this connection, whether this is a person, a project, a job. Please stay with this person and seek not to change the person, but to change the person within. Ooh. All right, so you're only suffering from a perspective issue, and that's the best thing to suffer from, because it's something we can work on. They're saying in order to be able to better see this relationship and the value or this commitment is by broadening your horizons and making your world about more than whatever it is right now. Okay, so create something new. Also, recognize that you are more sensitive, and so therefore you may run the risk of blowing things out of proportion or misperceiving of a situation, and in so doing completely react and bring down the energy where you are. So be careful. You don't want to suck the energy out of a room, because I'm kind of feeling that I keep it real. I love you and I keep it real. But they're showing that this relationship is a great one. It's a soulmate relationship that's built on love and respect. This person really loves you and cares about you, and you have the Lover's card. What a beautiful thing to have the Lover's card and the soulmate card. Come on, man. That means you're friends and lovers. So they're saying to put in the work, okay? Put in the work on yourself, and I'm going to add, tune in next week, and maybe there's going to be reading for you. All right, so I'm going to end it there. I do want to say that every week I do the weekly readings, and I channel whatever spirit gives to me, because they know who's going to be watching my videos. I don't. So they give me the information for my watchers. So that means that sometimes the weeks are going to, each reading is going to address a different set of Librans. So I invite you to keep checking back, because perhaps this will be a continuation for you. You'll probably have a message next week as well. Okay, is there anything I need to see? Okay, I think I'm done. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me, or you'd like to see what other services I offer, please check the description box below. And if you enjoyed anything here, go ahead and press like. And if nothing resonated for you, I'd invite you to go back and meditate on it, or to just, I just want to say thank you for coming. All right, bye.